welcome to Live Interactive English, everyone. Hello, and I am Mike.
I am Nina. We're doing day 2 of Sabrina Carpenter, short and sweet. Yeah, you know, on day 1, we learned quite a bit about Sabrina Carpenter.
We did.
Yeah, like the fact that she actually released her first song when she was only 14.
That's right, and that was later on because at 10 or even younger, she was already putting songs on the internet and getting fans through things like YouTube and stuff like that.
She made a few covers of famous songs, right?
She did. She was on a television show, Finding the Next Miley Cyrus, and that, of course, got her a lot of attention. You mentioned releasing a song at, we're having a professional acting job at 11, releasing music at the age of 14, and we also know that she is actually kind of a short person.
Yeah.
So she's 5 feet tall, which is around 150 centimeters, so that explains the short part of the article. And then I think at the end there was kind of something she said about her fans that was really sweet. It was really kind and friendly and affectionate. Remember that?
Yeah, so she said that she had already young fans when she first released her music.
Kind of the
14,
same age as her.
Probably, yeah. So it's been very cool for her to see them grow together, right?
That is really nice. And I guess meeting those fans after a concert and they say, I was born the same year as you and I heard your songs when they first came out and now I'm a grown-up person just like she is at the age of 26.
Yes, 26.
She is at now. And of course, she has now, as it said yesterday, taken the world by storm. She's very, very popular. I think maybe with female singers in America, she might be right up there with Taylor Swift.
Getting
and a few
there.
of the other ones. I think she opened some concerts for Taylor Swift too in her big tour a year ago or earlier. So clearly she is on her way and already achieving pop music superstardom, and we haven't even found out what she's doing these days.
Yeah, let's learn a little bit more in this article.
All right. Despite having a loyal fan base from a young age, Sabrina's true fame didn't come until 2024 with her album Short and Sweet. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, and most of the songs on it charted in the top 50 of the Hot 100. Short and Sweet also won Best Pop Vocal Album at the 2025 Grammy Awards and Best Album at the MTV Video Music Awards. Sabrina's career has only continued to grow after the release of another very successful album. In addition, she went on a major tour and performed at some of the world's biggest festivals.
Okay, now let's get into the article where we learn more about Sabrina Carpenter. Despite having a loyal fan base from a young age, Sabrina's true fame didn't come until 2024 with her album Short and Sweet. Okay, so this is also the name of her album, Short and Sweet, which is also what she is, short and sweet. Okay, so despite means even though or not stopped by something. So for example, despite Michael's fear of heights, he climbed the mountain. Okay, so despite her already having a fan base since she was 14 or younger, you know, she didn't really rise to stardom until recently, right?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So that was 10 years. She could have become really famous, but it was actually only a few years ago in 2024 that she became the super famous singer that we know today. But yes, she had these fans, as we learned yesterday and earlier in the article today in that first sentence. They have been very loyal to her for a very long time. Now, if you're loyal, that means you will always be there for that person. You can trust a person who is loyal. You can depend on a person who is loyal. They will not lie to you. They will not cheat on you. They will not let you down. We often think of our best friends or maybe our family as being very loyal. If your friends or your family are saying bad things to you behind your back or being tricky when they're lying to you or something, you would be very hurt because they should be very loyal. They should always do what is best for you and, of course, what is best for your relationship. Here's a good example of another animal, not just friends and family, but a creature that is loyal. Dogs. Dogs are known for being loyal and friendly pets. Okay, back to our article. It says the album, that's the album Short and Sweet from a couple years ago, the big album that made her super famous. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200. Yeah, that's not bad. And most of the songs on it charted in the top 50 of the Hot 100. Okay,
Wow.
this is the way they count how popular songs are in America.
Yeah, that's really cool, especially since it's not just one or two songs, but most of the songs made it to top 50, which is very impressive.
Exactly right. We learned about Espresso and Manchild. Maybe you're both from that album.
I think Manchild is a recent
Or is it? It's
one.
a newer one, but
Yeah,
people
yeah.
were already clearly excited about this record, about the album, because the first day it was released, it was already at #1. And that means that your fans are just waiting and waiting and waiting for new music. And as soon as it's out there, they rush out to get it or listen to it or buy it or whatever. And that was true with Sabrina Carpenter's album. Isn't that cool?
Very cool.
All right, let's go over to Hanny, guys, and then we'll be back with more.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天要继续来看 Sabrina Carpenter 的成名之路。虽然她从年轻时就拥有忠实的粉丝群，但是直到2024年发行的专辑 Short and Sweet， 她才真正的成名。这张专辑首次亮相，她就登上了告示牌200大专辑榜的冠军。那专辑中大部分的歌曲也都进入了告示牌单曲榜前50名。文中是用 chart 当不及物动词来表达登上排行榜。再看到单字 despite， 它表示尽管虽然，注意它是介系词，后面要接名词或动名词。再看到 loyal 是形容忠实的或是忠诚的。这边有个重点，好，我们看看 not until 的用法。until 它可以当连接词或介系词，那搭配否定句的话，可以表达直到才开始怎么样。句型是主词 not 动词 until 加名词或子句。我们造2个例句。She didn't go to bed until midnight. 直到半夜她才上床睡觉。She didn't go to bed until her parents came home. 直到爸妈回到家，她才上床睡觉。好，接话课文中。
Okay, thank you, Hanny. Now let's get back into Sabrina Carpenter and her album Short and Sweet. Short and Sweet also won Best Pop Vocal Album at the 2025 Grammy Awards and Best Album at the MTV Video Music Awards. Wow, that's a big accomplishment.
That is very, very clearly a big accomplishment. So not only did the fans and the public love the song by putting the album at #1, and many songs on the album went into the top 50. The business, the entertainment business, they also liked her and they gave her all these wonderful awards.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Also means Taylor Swift didn't win some of those awards.
Oh,
that
she
year,
took them away.
which is quite impressive because Taylor Swift, of course, is a very, very popular singer as well.
Maybe she didn't have her album out there.
That could be, yeah. Sometimes it's just not the right year. That's true. Or maybe they just say, she can't win everything. Let's give something to Sabrina Carpenter. Anyways, they're clearly good colleagues because they've performed together, Taylor and Sabrina. But back to Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina's career has only continued to grow after the release of another very successful album. So she has followed Short and Sweet with another collection of songs. That's the album we're talking about there. We don't maybe know the numbers like we did with the first one, you know, #1 and the Billboard 200, blah, blah, but it was very successful. Maybe not quite as successful as the one before, but clearly a lot of fans were waiting for more music. And when she offered it up, all the fans went, yes, please. And they bought it. And it became another big hit.
Yes. In addition, she went on a major tour and performed at some of the world's biggest festivals. Wow.
Okay, good for her. I haven't seen her in concert though. Has she been to Taiwan?
No, she hasn't. I think I would go if she was.
We'll have to be patient. And while we're waiting for her to show up and sing for us here, let's go to Hanny.
Okay.
在另一张非常成功的专辑发行之后 ，Sabrina Carpenter 的事业持续成长。此外，她也展开大型巡回演出，并在世界一些最大的音乐节上面演出。老师们在讲到她的成就时，就有用到 accomplishment。我们也学一下 accomplishment 可以表达成就，这时候是可数名词，也可以表达完成实现，这时候是不可数名词。介绍课文中。
All right, new music from Sabrina Carpenter is clearly very exciting and something we will all be wanting to hear. Yes. But for now, we're going to go to the second part of the article. Let's check that out. We'll take a little break and then we'll be back with more from Sabrina, who is not a carpenter. As a result of her popularity and influence, she has even been named by Time magazine as one of the top 100 emerging stars from across the world who are shaping the future. From posting song covers online to winning awards, Sabrina's journey is truly inspiring. It proves that success takes both time and effort. Now, as a famous artist with a huge influence on pop culture, Sabrina shows that big things really can come in small packages. So we are back. Clearly the fans love Sabrina Carpenter. She sells millions of records. Clearly the business loves Sabrina Carpenter. She got a Grammy Award. She got an MTV VMA. And it's not just the world of entertainment and her fans who have paid attention to this talented young singer. It says, as a result of her popularity and influence, she has even been named by Time magazine, not a music magazine in any way, a news magazine. She's been named by Time magazine as one of the top 100 emerging stars from across the world who are shaping the future. Time will do this every year or two. They put out a magazine focusing on, new business people you want to pay attention to, politicians who are changing the world, and new performers and athletes often who are really, really doing an amazing job at whatever they're good at. And so she made that list. Imagine that, 100 people from around the world who do all sorts of things, and she was in that club. She was in that group. That is a clear testament that clearly shows her popularity and her global reach.
Yes, so her popularity being liked by many people. So when someone is popular, that means everyone likes you, like everyone likes Mike. All right, so the noun is popularity. And for example, ice cream has never lost its popularity as a summer treat.
It's true. Every year in the summer, people want this crazy ice cream stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on? It's clearly an emerging new food.
No,
ice cream's been around for hundreds of years. But if something is emerging, as we talked about emerging young talent, it's coming out. It's new, in other words. To emerge is to come out of something. You might see a little plant emerge from the ground. If you put a seed in, pour in some water, after 2 or 3 days, it will emerge. If you've ever seen a turtle get scared, it pulls its head into its shell. And then when the danger is gone, the head comes out. It emerges. Or if it's a really, really cold morning and your mom's like, get up, you gotta go to school. You have the blankets over your head. You're like, no, I don't want to go. And then you slowly come out of your bed. You are emerging from the bed. You were hidden, you were covered, but now, hey, there you are. So we do often use this for things that are new. This emerging new business wasn't there a year ago. Now it's very well known. It's getting more popular. That kind of idea. For example, there are many emerging young talents in sports today. It's true. A lot of young talented players are suddenly appearing. Many of them are very young, but of course, they will probably have long careers, just like Sabrina Carpenter. But not as a basketball player.
No.
She will not have a career as a basketball player.
No, a little bit too short, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's go over to Hanny. She is emerging as our favorite teacher of grammar.
课文提到，由于她的人气和影响力 ，Sabrina Carpenter 甚至被《时代》杂志评选为塑造未来的全球100大新星之一。Mike 老师说，这充分证明了她的受欢迎程度还有全球影响力。老师这时候用到 testament，T-E-S-T-A-M-E-N-T， 那这个名词可以表达证明、证据或者是有验证的意思。而课文单字 popularity， 它表示受欢迎的程度或知名度，它是不可数名词。再看到 emerging， 它是形容新兴的崭露头角的。这边还有一个重点是 as a result of， 它表示由于点点点因为什么什么，它是片语介系词，所以后面是接名词或动名词，就跟 owing to、due to 或是 because of 意思相同。例如 the road was closed as a result of a fallen tree， 那条道路因为树木倾倒而封闭了。接话课文中。
Okay, thank you, Hanny. Now back to Sabrina Carpenter. From posting song covers online to winning awards, Sabrina's journey is truly inspiring. It proves that success takes both time and effort. Yes, it definitely took her some time from the first song she released, but she worked hard at it, and look at her now.
Absolutely. Right? First song's at 10, and then now she's 26. That is not a short time. That's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, so
very inspiring.
Very inspiring. So inspiring means making people feel hopeful or motivated. So when you're inspired by somebody, they made you feel that way, right? For example, the book was so inspiring that I couldn't stop thinking about it. So, okay,
kind of changes your world, changes the way you think, and gives you a whole new reason to get out there and do good things. Now, it says, as a famous artist with a huge influence on pop culture, Sabrina shows that big things really can come in small packages because, she's
small.
She's not very tall. All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. We have to go over to Hanny one more time, and then we'll be back with our What Do You Think question before we say bye-bye.
课文最后提到，从在网络上传翻唱歌曲到赢得各大奖项 ，Sabrina Carpenter 的历程确实鼓舞人心。它证明了成功是需要时间和努力。来看单字 inspiring， 它可以形容鼓舞人心的、具有启发性的，或者是令人振奋的。介话课文中。
Okay, guys, we have our What Do You Think question. Remember, Sabrina Carpenter, like many young singers and other musicians these days, became famous by putting early videos on YouTube, on social media for people to watch. So here's our question. How important do you think social media is for building a music career today?
Ooh, I think social media is definitely important because at least I know a lot of singers that got famous from social media, like Justin Bieber, for example.
Ah, yes, one of the first.
Yeah, he posted videos of him singing and I think playing the guitar, and now he's super famous.
That's right.
Yeah, and I also follow a lot of singers that release their music on social media, and that's how they got famous.
Oh, okay. So there you go. It seems to be pretty common. What about you guys? Can you think of a reason why social media? Answer this question. Also, maybe think about artists from here in Taiwan who've also taken the same route through social media to go from you a bedroom artist to a big superstar. Maybe you'll be the next one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you back here very, very soon.
All right, see you next time.
Despite having a loyal fan base from a young age, Sabrina's true fame didn't come until 2024 with her album Short and Sweet. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, and most of the songs on it charted in the top 50 of the Hot 100. Short and Sweet also won Best Pop Vocal Album at the 2025 Grammy Awards and Best Album at the MTV Video Music Awards. Sabrina's career has only continued to grow after the release of another very successful album. In addition, she went on a major tour and performed at some of the world's biggest festivals. As a result of her popularity and influence, she has even been named by Time magazine as one of the top 100 emerging stars from across the world who are shaping the future. From posting song covers online to winning awards, Sabrina's journey is truly inspiring. It proves that success takes both time and effort. Now, as a famous artist with a huge influence on pop culture, Sabrina shows that big things really can come in small packages.
最后，我们来复习今天课文里的单字文法。单字的部分有 despite。介系词表示尽管虽然 ，loyal 是形容忠实的、忠诚的 ，popularity 名词表示受欢迎的程度或知名度 ，emerging 它表示新兴的或者是形容崭露头角的 ，inspiring 则是形容鼓舞人心的、具有启发性的或是令人振奋的。在看到文法部分，第一个学到 not until 的用法，那么 until 可以当连接词或介系词，在搭配否定句的时候就可以表达直到才开始怎么样。那它的句型是主词 not 动词 until 加上名词或子句。下一个呢，我们学到 as a result of 表示由于因为什么什么，它是片语介系词，后面要接名词或动名词。那以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Welcome to Word Toss. Today, we're not just tossing balls, we're tossing words about cold drinks.
Here's how it works. One person throws the ball and says a cold drink word, like lemonade. And the other person must catch it and immediately say a related word.
If you drop the ball or say the wrong thing, it's game over.
Think you can survive a minute of word tossing?
Let's go. All right, I'll start. Ready?
So ready.
Cola.
Bubbles. Lemonade.
Sour. Milkshake.
Freezing. Iced coffee?
Morning. Beer.
Ooh. Drunk. Bubble tea.
Chewy. Juice.
Orange. Smoothie.
Ooh.
Oh.
I couldn't think of anything for smoothie anyway.
Oh, I have one actually.
Ooh.
Blender.
Oh, right. That's perfect. I can't believe I missed it. Looks like you win this round.
Woohoo! I'll take it.
Wow, that smoothie really shook my brain apart. I totally just froze then.
I don't blame you. That one was tricky to find related words for.
Ironic coming from you. How many cold drink words did you catch?
I think this round was a bit harder, so if you did better than we did, congrats. You're getting really good at this game.
See you next time on Word Toss.